I've been a software engineer for over 10 years now, but that almost didn't happen. Here's the story. When I was real young, my dad brought home a Windows 95 PC. I'd say that's the start of when my technical aptitude or my technical interest started. I started using that computer, learning about it, learning how to type a little bit, how to peck on the keyboard, and it really just built the interest for playing games and software and Word, and it's kind of built up my love for computers. Then when I got in high school, it really wasn't any programming classes, but we did have web design class and we had computer typing class. So there, I at least learned how to type, which was a big part of helping me get into software engineering later. And then I also learned how to build websites like with HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. It's very loose, but it at least gave me exposure to building things on a PC by writing some sort of commands or some sort of code to do so. So then I went to college. No one in high school ever really brought up computer science or programming as a field, but they brought up engineering a lot, being a doctor, being a lawyer, other things like that. So I decided to be an engineer because it seemed the closest to computers and technology and stuff that I was interested in. But as I got into college and got into the curriculum of engineering, I realized I didn't really like physics, the theoretics of it. Really wasn't interested in so much in how engineering worked and what I'd be doing. Although it was a lot of cool things about it, I think it just didn't perfectly align with my interests, which were like more digital and computer technical stuff. But one of the classes that they made all engineers take was programming for engineers. And there I actually got real exposure to programming with C++. A lot of the other engineers hated it, but shoot, I loved it. And so when I saw that, I was like, man, I wish I could just do this instead of engineering full time. So then I switched to computer engineering because it seemed a little bit closer to programming, and I would start taking some programming classes. So I started having programming classes in the computer science building, which I didn't even know existed on the campus. Once I got over into the building and started taking a few classes there, I was like, man, I wish I could just do this full time instead of any of the engineering stuff. And then that's when I found out that there's a computer science major just for programming. So after that, I switched my major to computer science. And eventually I ended up graduating with a computer science degree. But after I graduated, I kept working on projects. I started doing freelancing, and that really accelerated my learning outside of school. A lot of stuff that school doesn't teach you, I was able to learn at light speed by building my own projects and failing and trying and researching and really just learning how I best learn. Eventually, those skills helped me improve my interviewing, and I finally got my first job, and then I officially became a professional software engineer. So let me know what you think about this story. How did you get in your own field? And if there's any questions you have, I appreciate you watching the video.